We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Miami. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start here is Tua. He finds his man, complete. It's Webb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The Dolphins sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind. And the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good. Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And on the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They begin with a run by Davis. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. To the air, Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the gun, it's Allen. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
Throw out wide is incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. Well, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Dolphins, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And he is going to have a Bills first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, a 22-yard touchdown ground. And the Bills have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
A chin hit, and the ball is out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that had been knocked loose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us are playing.
Yeah, right. Too humble. Slot man moves right. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, Week 7. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to float this one deep right side. Here's a diving catch right side. It's a big play there for Miami. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Achane. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Open net is Waddle, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Waddle's first catch, good for a 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are once again back in front. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. The Tua going to try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Throwing now is Allen. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
A 1st down carry for Davis. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Second and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Davis running left. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw, it's Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I'd say that he learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game, because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Davis fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Coleman has it here right side. Touchdown, Bills. Keon Coleman, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 2.
14. Dolphins 12.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now a timeout here, an injured player, and that's Jalen Waddle, who seems to be in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The end result, 21 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Dolphins have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, no.
And it's a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Play action. Now it's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Now they send a man in motion right. Achane is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Steps away. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle as the 1st half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point safely through, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Caught right side, Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Well, this hasn't really been a 1st half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a 1-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the 1st down.
Flush to his right. Now he fires deep for Shakir. It's caught inside the 25. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the pass.
Davis fighting. He loses the football.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football. And what a nice gain on that play.
Allen. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Allen now on the option right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen, a 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Bills have cut it back within a score.
And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will shave one more off this lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. This is Smith with the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, down at the 31.
And they'll give this to Achane. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
On first down, back to Achane.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run, Achane.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Achan is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Tua going to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
He's got a full head of steam on his horse.
And he gets it all the way down to the 3. The fullback comes through with a big play there. 95 yards. So I guess you'd say an unlikely source there with a big carry. It's the fullback showing that he has some range.
Now, how'd you like to be in the running backs room next week when they review this? Because he's going to be asking for tailback carries from now on.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Back now in Miami. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter play. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
CD, I know from working with you that you're about as old school as they come. Your thoughts on throwing that ball from the 1-yard line?
Yeah, I just got done walking my dinosaur, as you well know, and ordinarily I'm screaming, run the football from the 1-yard line. But if you are going to throw it, just take extra care. That didn't happen there, and they turned the ball over.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Tua.
Got an open man. It's Schwartz.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
73 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Tua going to give this to Wright.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
They'll run it. Achane with it.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Tua. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And his kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Allen now looks to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To the air, Allen.
Getting this ball out wide for Davis.
And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. One final try here for Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance.
Here's Allen.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
2nd down, goal to go. Allen.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
This is 3rd and goal. Now Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal. To throw is Allen.
And it's caught. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And as a result, they could have had the lead with a field goal. Instead, they turn the ball over on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Achane.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage and just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Johnson to return it.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Allen.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. We've seen some long field goals to win games, and they've got to give their kicker a chance here. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. This from long, very long range. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And they'll remain down by 2.
Yeah, Brandon, that's a tough distance with the game on the line because you'd like to give your kicker better odds than that. Anything 50-plus, we know it's going to be difficult. And that one proved to be just a little too difficult. And now it appears it's going to cost them the football game.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Dolphins, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.